I'm Daniel Lopez, Waco ISD's Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. We want to thank you for attending today's event, where Waco ISD proudly celebrates its fabulous retirees. At this time, would all the Waco ISD retirees present please stand? Congratulations to you and your dedication to Waco ISD and the profession of education. You may be seated. There are many people responsible for today's celebration, but I want to take time to recognize a few of them individually. I want to first thank the entire Human Resources staff for being such gracious hosts this afternoon. Thank you all so much. And a special thank you is extended to the members of the UHS cheer and dance teams for serving as ushers for today's events. They're in the back. Thank you so much for coming. It is now my pleasure to introduce Waco ISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Susan Kincannon.
Thank you. Well, hello everyone. How are you? Hey, that's pretty nice for a group of retirees, right? Thank you so much for that. It's just such a pleasure to be here today to celebrate with each one of you and your families as you take this next step in life in your journey to retirement. And I've got a few things to say, but before I do, I want to introduce our Board of Trustees to you today. Present, we have our Board President, Mrs. Stephanie Korteweg, right here at the front. Vice President of our Board, Mr. Jose Vidania. We have Trustee Angelo Ochoa and Trustee Jonathan Grant. Thank you. And our newest member of our board, Trustee Mr. Jim Patton. Thank you for being here today. Also, I want to recognize Dr. Robin McDurham, CEO of Transformation Waco. So asked Dr. Lopez to tell me how many years of service this group has. And by the way, we have, I think, 28 in this group. Not everyone was able to be with us today, but 28 people retiring who have accumulated a total of 637 years of working in public education. Yeah, and 492 of those years are right here in Waco ISD. So thank you for that. That's a lot of service to our kids and our community. Our vision in Waco ISD is to grow students and staff to create a better future for all. And it's our desire to empower students with the skills that they need to make a positive difference in the world. And I want to thank you today for your part in helping us reach that vision with our students. You've done an incredible job. Your work for our students has made a difference, and each one of you has used your talents and your strengths to invest in public education and the lives of our children, and in turn, our community. Whether you've served in our maintenance and facilities department, or as a classroom teacher, or as an administrator, or a custodian, you've made a difference through your hard work and dedication. So now it's time for you to open another chapter in your life, retirement. And I hear it's pretty wonderful. As you leave the work behind, I hope you're able to do some things that you've been putting off and that you're looking forward to doing. And I wish you lots of happiness. You certainly deserve it. And to your families, I want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your loved ones with us and for supporting them, especially over the last few years. Honestly, we couldn't have done it without them over the last really hard few years that we've had. So today, retirees, we're saying goodbye to you, but we don't want that to be a permanent goodbye. We want to stay connected to you And we want you to come back and serve in whatever capacity that you want to serve in. So after you rest, get a little rest. And if you start missing us, you start missing the bells ringing or the sound of children on the playground, or maybe even the smell of the cafeteria, there are plenty of ways that you can come back and serve. We'll always need volunteers to read with our children. We will need tutors, we'll need part-time employees, and we'll need substitutes too. Yes, substitutes. We've needed subs for a while, haven't we? So I'm just teasing you. But you are welcome to come and help us, and we would welcome you back. So with that, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you for everything that you've done for our students, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Our students have some words for you as you move on to your retirement, so we'd like to play this video from our Waco ISD students.
Retirement means to me when a person works at a school for like a very long time.
Like, it's a way of quitting, but like taking a long break.
I think the retirement age is 53.
I think teachers should retire around 40.
Somewhere like near 50 or like 45. Somewhere near 50, 45, but definitely 60.
55.
About 54 years old. Maybe in your 70s. 75.
You should definitely retire by then.
I don't really think there is an age because you can be any age you want.
Here are a few ways to enjoy your retirement.
Start a business.
Go to the beach and enjoy your favorite drink.
Join the military, but be safe.
Look at the sunset, see the stars, maybe shave their heads or go to a nightclub. Ride a bike.
Bring us cupcakes.
Golfing at Topgolf.
Eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, and sometimes candy.
Babysit other people to make a little bit more money.
If you want to, you can babysit or spoil your grandkids. And if they're gonna play around with their grandkids, drink lots of coffee. Or you could just sit on the couch and watch TV and relax.
Or be a substitute teacher. You're always welcomed. We would love to see your smile again.
Cherish every moment of your retirement.
I hope you come back to visit us.
The fun begins. Happy retirement.
Happy retirement.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Don't retire because I really love you and you're awesome. We are going to miss you. Just really enjoy yourself and have fun with the time you have.
Happy retirement! Congratulations! You joined the retirement club!
How will you enjoy your retirement?
Well, it is that time to start the celebration. I would ask Dr. Cannon and members of the board, Dr. McDermott, to come up to the front, please. As we begin to honor our retirees, we ask that the retiree and their supervisor come to the front as the retiree's name is called. Our first honoree, Michael Adams. Mr. Adams retired from University High School as a credit recovery teacher with 48 years of experience, 15 of those in Waco ISD. He states, the best part of teaching at University High was the faculty and staff and the family-type atmosphere. Excellent students who generally were well-behaved and worked hard to get their education. His future plans include getting his farm and ranch back in order, which is more than a full-time job and never-ending work. He celebrates his retirement with his wife, Allison, who is also a retired educator after 31 years of service, son Michael Jr., daughter Amanda, son-in-law David Holder, and grandson David Holder. Congratulations.
This is probably not the way they normally do it, but I asked if I could say a few words. You'll bear with me. I love to talk, and I love children. I spent right at 50 years in public education, and I can truthfully say to y'all that never a day I said I hated my job. If you love kids, you got to love your job. And I love kids and still do. This 3 weeks ago, I was blessed, and I'll tell you really quick. A few years ago, a number of years ago, my mother had me. She named me Michael. Most people knew me as Mike. Along the way, I picked up the name of Pumpkin. I don't know how that came about, but actually teachers in high school had me listed on the roll sheet as Pumpkin Adams. So I don't know how that came about. I coached all my life, so I was also called Coach. I probably was called a few words that I won't explain about today along the way. But I told my church body a few days ago, I've been called Michael, Mike, Coach, Pumpkin, but I'm also now can be called Granddaddy. Because 3 weeks ago, my daughter had a baby, our first grandson, so I'm officially Granddaddy now. I can truthfully, honestly say about working here, the staff, the faculty, the students have been outstanding. I enjoyed every single day. University is a very special place, and I'm assuming that Waco High is, but I never was over there, but I spent a lot of time at university. It's very special. Everybody that's been part of it understands that and realizes it, and we thank y'all so much for what y'all do for your teachers and the students here in Waco. We appreciate it so much, and thank you for allowing me to talk.
Anyone who spent 50 years in public education can talk anytime. So. Our next honoree, Kelly CARBONARA. Kelly has served in Waco ISD for 23 years, her most recent position being lead dyslexia specialist. Her fondest memory was becoming a dyslexia instructional specialist and helping struggling readers to be successful. She plans to come back to Waco ISD and work part-time as a dyslexia instructional specialist and travel. Kelly celebrates with her husband Bruce and her son Nico, who she says are her life. Congratulations. LETICIA DOSKOCIL. LETICIA has served in education for 32 years. All of those 32 years have been here in Waco ISD. She is retiring from her position as dyslexia instructional specialist at Tennyson. Her career in Waco ISD started in 1991 as a first grade teacher at Crestview Elementary. She said she's very proud to have worked all of her teaching career in Waco ISD. Her goal was to stay with the district until reaching retirement, and congratulations, you've achieved that goal. Her fondest memories have been working with young children and teaching them to read. She stated, I'm always fascinated to see the sparkle in a student's eyes when the light bulb goes off, and I knew they had gotten it. She was recognized in May of 2015 by a former first grade student who was a senior in the top 10% of her class at the Waco High Achiever Banquet. When she came to Crestview to invite her, the student said, "Ms. DOSKOCIL, you were the first teacher that taught me to read." I was so proud of this honor. Since working as a dyslexia specialist, she has worked with students from 1st through 11th grade, Ms. DOSKOCIL was proud to be selected by her colleagues as Teacher of the Year at Crestview in 2001. She celebrates with her two daughters, Alexis and Rebecca, her 4-year-old granddaughter, Logan, her sisters, Norma and Polly, and she honors her late husband, Billy, who was a part of her teaching career. She plans to spend more time focusing on her health and wellness, traveling, enjoying concerts, and quality family time. Congratulations. Dr. Christine Holacek. Dr. Holacek is currently the Dean of the Future Leaders Academy. She has served in Waco ISD for 10 years in various roles at Waco High School, A.J. Moore High School, and University High School. Her proudest accomplishment is planning and implementing the P-TECH Future Educators Academy. The program began with 21 students in its pilot year. They have added 2 cohorts with a total of approximately 100 students attending the Future Educators Academy in 2023-2024. 3 of the current students will be traveling to the Taffy National Competition in Orlando, Florida this summer, presenting their project Inside Our Schools, which highlights this program. Her plans for the future are educational consulting. She celebrates with her husband, Greg, 3 children, Andy and his wife, Whitney, Kendall and her husband, Ben, Cole and his wife, Ashton, her 6 grandchildren, Luis, Liam, Addie, Lex, and Harlan. Congratulations on your retirement. Linda Jackson. Linda Jackson has served in Waco ISD for 15 years as a security guard, with her most recent placement being at University High School. She says she cherishes her friendships formed over the years, working on various campuses. Her plans for the future include spending time with friends and family. She celebrates today with her husband, Jerry. Congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you. Thank
Shirley Langston. Shirley has worked for Waco ISD for 5 years as a family support specialist at G.W. Carver Middle School. Her fondest memories include being nominated as Transformation Waco Transforming Lives Hero Honoree and facilitating the first out-of-state student field trip. She has enjoyed assisting our most at-risk families with services. Her future plans include spending time with family and friends. Shirley celebrates with her children, Angela Garrett and Jarvis Langston, 9 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren. Happy retirement. Delos Leonard. Ms. Leonard retired as the assistant principal at G.L. Wiley Opportunity Center. She served various roles at 14 campuses in Waco ISD, and the entirety of her 40 years in education was devoted to Waco ISD. She said she enjoys meeting her students well after high school and being reminded how much they appreciated her being their teacher. Her future plans include rest and relaxation. She wakes up each day and thanks God for another day's journey to help somebody in need. Congratulations on your retirement. Tanya Alexander McLeod. Mrs. McLeod currently works at GL Wiley as the Edmentum Lab instructor. She leaves us with 44 years of educational service, and 42 of those years have been spent here in Waco ISD. Yes, congratulations. She has worked at various schools, including a few that no longer exist in Waco ISD: R.L. Smith, South Waco 7th Grade Center, Lake Air Middle School, Waco Alternative Campus, 9th Grade Center, Carver 6th Grade Center, and University Middle School. Her fondest memories and accomplishments include being voted Outstanding Secondary Teacher of the Year in 2007-2008 school year. Her very first job at South 7th Grade Center was in 1979 as a coach teacher. She says, "I never would have thought I'd ever coach a group of 7th grade girls basketball and track. That was truly an experience." Her many principals she also thanks: B.Y. Reese, South 7th Grade Center; Faye Lee, R.L. Smith Middle School; Butch Luce, Carver 6th Grade Center; Rudy Lopez, University Middle School; Jack Henderson, Alternative Campus; George Dupree, Waco 9th Grade Center; Ed Love, Wiley Opportunity Center; Bobby Jacobs, Waco Alternative Center; Laurel Curtis, Wiley Opportunity Center; and presently, Mr. John Weeks at Wiley Opportunity Center, who she said could very well be her son because he is younger than her son, Chris. Did you keep him right? Okay, all right. She says she can't help but love him. She says it has definitely been a journey. I can never forget all the children that I've taught throughout the years. Just beautiful memories. Some of my students are grandparents themselves now, married and leading productive lives. It has been an absolutely beautiful journey, memories that will be embedded in my heart forever. She plans just taking time off to relax and unwind. She will absolutely spend quality time with her grandchildren and her husband. She states she will have more time to work with her church ministry. And after that, who knows? Celebrating with her retirement is her husband of 49 years, Billy, her daughter, Babette McLeod McAdoo, her son-in-law, Alonzo McAdoo, her son, Christopher McLeod, her adopted daughter, Faith Conrad Pack, her grandchildren, Mijan McLeod, Autumn McAdoo, Addison McAdoo, Jager Star McLeod, her two adopted children, Casey and Joshua Pack, and her great-granddaughter, Mila Grace. She also celebrates with her two brothers, Victor and Cleveland, and her sister, Ledra Lofton. But finally, she is truly celebrating this retirement with her fur baby, Fluffy McLeod, who will be 3 years old in June. Congratulations. Retired Army First Sergeant Leonard Montalongo. First Sergeant Montalongo has spent 21 years as the senior Army instructor for the JROTC at University High School. His fondest memories include relationships that he has established over the years and the ones that he says he has to this day. His most professional accomplishment is the Make-A-Wish Come True program that was co-founded with Coach Mike Chapman. He states, "There are no words that can express what this program has meant to me as it did Coach Chapman. I look forward to continuing this program for years to come." First Sergeant Montalongo celebrates his retirement with his 3 children, Joanna, Orlando, and Alyssa, and 3 grandchildren, Mia, Orlando Jr., and baby Ava. As far as his future plans, he states he will continue to serve in some capacity. Congratulations on your retirement. Lucy Murphy. Mrs. Murphy has been in education for 13 years. She has worked for Waco ISD for 12 of those years. Currently, she serves as choir director at University High School. When asked what memories or proud moments you would like to share, she stated, as a Baylor student in 1979, she did her student teaching at University High School with Clara Paget. She said it has been a joy and a privilege to return to the U and help rebuild the choir program. She says that just about every day holds joyful memories and making music with her students. She celebrates this retirement with David Murphy, her husband, Luke Murphy, her son, daughter-in-law Rachel, and 2 spoiled dogs, Jack, who's 12, and Mary, 5 months old. She is looking forward to spending time with her family and traveling. Congratulations on your retirement. Angelica Olvera. Mrs. Olvera is a bilingual teacher at Provident Heights Elementary. During her time at Provident Heights, she has taught 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. She has 24 years of experience, which include 10 years in Brownsville ISD and 14 for Waco ISD. Her fondest memories are seeing the light bulbs moments in her students' faces, seeing young children develop a love for reading, and the countless student-drawn pictures depicting her as their favorite teacher. She celebrates this retirement with her husband, Ivan, her daughter, Rebecca, son, Christian, her 4 grandchildren, Lexi, Xander, Levi, and Armando. Her future plans include resting, enjoying her family, and taking photography/editing classes to pursue photography, which is a passion she has. Congratulations. Charles Petrie. Mr. Petrie has been in education for 21 years. All of those 21 years have been here in Waco ISD. He's currently retiring as a teacher of photography and graphic design at Waco High School. He celebrates his retirement with his wife, Elisa, his children, Karen, Stephen, and Kristen, his 6 grandchildren. He said it has been a great second career that he thought would never happen. I have really enjoyed the 100 of great professionals that I have had the opportunity to work with. I was able to be at Waco High School at the same time as my 3 children. Mr. Petrie plans to wait for his wife to retire from MCC and go from there. However, there is no hurry. Congratulations. Linda Rivera. Mrs. Rivera has been with Waco ISD for 17 years as a custodian. She is currently working at Bells Hill Elementary. She states her greatest joy of the job was being around kids. She plans on spending time with her family and her mom, taking vacations, enjoying life, and gardening. She celebrates the occasion with her husband Julio, her daughter Elizabeth, and granddaughters Chastity and Isabel. Congratulations on your retirement. Delphine Thomas. Mrs. Thomas has been in education for 35 years, and 4 of those years have been as a library assistant at Waco High School. She states that her fondest memories are working with special students in the library. She celebrates her retirement with Willie Thomas Jr., her husband, Willie Thomas III, her son, Angela Thomas, her daughter, Amy Thomas, daughter-in-law, Maya Thomas, granddaughter, Matthew, grandson. She plans on just enjoying her retirement. Congratulations. Tommy Trotter. Mr. Trotter retires from Waco ISD after 30 years of service, and those service years were all in Waco ISD. His current position is that of custodian at Waco High School. He's also worked in various areas, including University High School, Maintenance Department, Provident Heights Elementary, and Lamb. Mr. Trotter offers these words: "The most rewarding thing about being at Waco ISD for 30 years is the opportunity to see students graduate, start a family, and see those same students as parents and grandparents. Having the ability to serve the entire family has been a dynamic experience and one I will never forget." He celebrated in his retirement with his son, Kendrick Davis. Mr. Trotter plans to travel and spend time with his family. On a side note from us in Waco ISD, we were honored to have been your work home for 30 years, and we are profoundly grateful you touched the lives of Waco ISD community. Thank you so much. Dr. Kathy Wigtill. Dr. Wigtill has been in education service for 45 years, and 7 of those have been spent as District Homeless and Foster Liaison Supervisor. She says she's enjoyed working in the department and has the best coworkers. Dr. Wigtill states that what she's most proud of over the last 3 years, they increased our staff, and we have been awarded additional grants. We also expanded our community partnerships to support students experiencing homelessness and students in foster care. Her future plans are to teach part-time as an adjunct lecturer and to visit her grandchildren more often. She is celebrating this milestone with her husband, Brad, of 45 years, and her 2 adult children and 5 grandsons. Congratulations on your retirement. Let's give a round of applause to our honored retirees. You all may be seated. Ms. Corderig, if you would come to the podium for encouraging remarks.
It is a delight to be here, and I'm to give encouraging remarks. So the encouragement is I don't think some of you are old enough to retire. I mean, you guys are a good-looking bunch of people, and I just want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt thanks for all of your work. We all know that it takes so much more to educate kids. We know that it takes from the people who are driving the kids to school, as soon as they walk in, for every person from the bus driver to the superintendent. It takes a team, it takes a village, doesn't it? And we know, and thank you for being part of our village. I was actually speaking to Dr. Wigtill earlier, and I said, on the way over here, I was driving, and I thought, 490 years of service in this room. You all are artisans. This is stuff that can't be taught in theory. That you know stuff that can only be learned through years and years of honing your craft. And so I want to thank you for being artisans here in Waco ISD, for helping mold our kids, for helping shape them, and for impacting them. There was a quote by Theodore Roosevelt, and it came to mind as I was driving here, so I'm going to read it to you. "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man or woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do deeds, who knows great enthusiasms and great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly. So that this place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Thank you for being the person in the arena here with us at Waco ISD. I know the past few years have been unlike any that we have seen in education, which is a rare thing to say because usually education kind of repeats itself. So thank you for your service. My hope and prayer for you is that you do rest and you do lay out on the beach in the sand and you do spend time with your grandkids and you get refreshed for all those years that you've worked and you've toiled. And if you get bored, you're always welcome back. You're always welcome back. You're welcome back to the family. So thank you so much for all of your service, and try not to hit anyone on the way out here as you're speeding out. I appreciate you and I thank you.
Before we close this time with you, just a couple of housekeeping things. On each of the tables is a setting of flowers. There are enough in this room for each one of the retirees to have one to take home. That's a token of our appreciation for the work that you've done for us. And I close with this message to you. Thanks for all you did in your classrooms, for making a million little split-second decisions for the benefit of your students, for putting your own needs on hold and keeping them the focus of your day, for planning for them long before today ever got rolling, for changing those plans because they didn't fit someone who needed a little extra work, for smiling, laughing with them, and reassuring their efforts, trials, and mistakes, for placing your hand on the shoulder of one of them when they exactly needed it at that moment, for getting down on the physical level of your student because it mattered, for thinking of new ways to reach someone who wasn't getting it, for making a difference in the lives of your students, peers, and the Waco ISD community. Congratulations to each of you on your retirement. A job well done, a job well lived, a job led with heart, and cheers to you on the next chapters of your lives. You gave us a lot of it. We want you to enjoy it now. We sincerely wish you the very best. On behalf of Dr. Cannon and our board members, you are the retiree class of 2022-2023. Congratulations.